But then also the key to it, and especially is something that they talk about in the magic, is how are you going to feel when you get it? And it's something I've talked about before too. I really want you to think about how you're going to feel when you get it. How are you going to feel when you get there? How are you going to feel when you get everything that you want? That feeling, that feeling when you have worked your ass off, when you have brought yourself to the finish line, when you have brought yourself to everything that you want, that's gratitude. That's gratitude to yourself. That's gratitude to the work. That's gratitude to all the opportunities that have come. That is gratitude to everybody that helped you along the way. That is gratitude. I want you to feel that. That will help fuel you to get there. When you focus on gratitude, you emit that higher vibration. You attract positive experiences and opportunities. Gratitude shifts perspective. Instead of scarcity, you see life through the lens of abundance, opening the door to manifestation and infinite possibilities. When we talk about the scarcity mentality and we talk about the abundance mentality, one of the things that happens is this is that when you think that there is nothing that you can get, that there's no opportunity to get nothing, that there is not enough to go around, then there won't be. If you believe that there is enough to go around, like I don't believe that the internet, social media, whatever the case, is so saturated with people talking about the things that I'm talking about that I can't make this thing a thing, right? I don't believe that. I believe that there are enough people who are going to need to hear what have to say, that are going to want to hear what I have to say, that are going to need to get the feeling of achievement, that are going to need to get the feelings of being able to go out back after their dreams, even as adults, or even have people who have made mistakes and people who have gone down certain paths in their lives, or done the quote unquote wrong things for some years or whatever the case. I believe that there is a space for that. I believe that what I got to say is valuable. So because I believe that, it helps me to spin at the higher vibration. It helps me to keep going after these things. And when we link it to emotional intelligence, gratitude enhances our self awareness. It shifts focus from what's missing to what we got, from what's missing to what's present, from what's absent to what's there. It fosters resilience, it fosters clarity. When we talk about gratitude and emotional intelligence, we got a couple different categories that it actually helps us get to: self awareness, self reflection, empathy, social skills. When we talk about the self awareness, it fosters reflection on personal values and emotions. Example, feeling gratitude for a friend highlights what you value in relationships. Feeling gratitude for your significant other, it highlights what you value in relationships. Feeling gratitude for something that your boss did for you at work when they finally do something right, it highlights what you value in a workplace. Self regulation, it calms turbulence by redirecting focus to positivity. Example, in stressful moments, gratitude can have a grounding effect. When things are going when things aren't going the way you want them to go. Matter of fact, when they're going the opposite of the way that you want them to go. That chaos that's going through your mind, those when you're ruminating on the bad thing that happened or the thing that somebody else said, and you're just like, oh, I can't shake this thing. Taking this step back and focusing on something or multiple things or a bunch of things that you're grateful for about that situation, about your life, about your day, has that grounding effect to kind of get you out of that mode. And then empathy and social skills. Expressing gratitude, it builds trust, it's respect, it's deeper connection. Acknowledging efforts boosts morale and teamwork. One of the things that happens is this: if you have coworkers that never say thank you, do you feel like doing stuff for them? No. And it's one of the things about it is this is that when you are not feeling gratitude or you are not showing gratitude for the things that people do, it highlights a lack of value, highlights a lack of care, highlights a lack of empathy. And one of the things is you can just tell yourself, like, you know what, I'm going to appreciate the things that these people do for me. I'm going to appreciate the things that they help me with. I'm going to appreciate the things that they talk to me about. I'm going to appreciate things and I'm going to express that appreciation. And what it does, acknowledging a colleague's effort, it boosts morale, strengthens that teamwork. It helps you to get into a better place, helps you to get to a better place working with people. So let's talk about some practices for cultivating gratitude. Let's talk about how we build this gratitude. Let's talk about how we build this feeling. Let's talk about how we build this expression. Let's talk about how we build this thing from maybe you're not doing this at all. Maybe you don't know how to feel this way. Maybe you don't know how to start feeling this way. Maybe you don't know how to bring this into your life. So let's talk about some ways to do it. Obviously, one of the main things that I suggest to do, and this is not an ad for this book, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. Read that book. Go through the exercises. From day one, she has you doing something. She has you doing activities to help you build, cultivate gratitude, and help you build an outlook that will actually help you, get to a lot of different goals and get to finding out what you really value in your life to go after it. But one of the things that we can do on a daily basis once we, either before that or to get past it, or even smaller than those things, is our daily gratitude practices. Journaling. Write down three things you're grateful for and why. Write down just three things. I know with the magic, they want you to start with 10. If you're just thinking about maybe starting to break out into some gratitude, or you don't have time or the money to go buy this whole book and read this whole book, one thing that you can start with today is you can just start with three things that you're grateful for and why you're grateful for them. Visualization. Envision moments you're thankful for to amplify the emotional impact. This is what we talked about before. I want you to think about a time when somebody did something for you or you got something that you really wanted, and just remember that feeling and try to bring it into a situation you're going through right now. The magic rock practice from the magic. Hold a small object each night and think of the best thing that happened during that day. What happens is that the reason that you hold on to that object is because it takes your focus away from ruminating on all the negative things. It takes your focus away from your running mind, and you're able to just focus on what it is that you're holding in your hand. And then when you take your focus away from all the negative stuff and you have it in there, now you can inject or interject or put into your own mind the thoughts that you want to, and that's gratitude, something that you're thankful for to happen that day. Next, you can reframe challenges. Gratitude for growth. Focus on lessons and resilience gained from difficult experiences. Focus on something that you learned. Focus on something that how you grew or how you benefited from something that felt like a shitty situation. One of the things that really helps me is I don't think about this actively, but when I think about past relationships, when I think about past heartache, when I think about the times I was hurt, I try my best to find gratitude in those situations. At least I found out what I don't like. At least I found out what I won't accept. At least I found out what I'm really worth. At least I found out this. And I start to find out the good things. At least I didn't accept that. At least I didn't continue to chase that. At least I didn't, and things like that. Reframe those challenges. Reframe those times when you're going through things and you feel like there's nothing that you can find out of it. Reframe them and be like, okay, like, look, what can I learn from this? What did I do wrong that I can fix? And then the thing about it is, this is the reason that it cultivates gratitude, and the reason that it cultivates opportunity thinking and opportunity mindset and abundance mindset is because you are still here to have the opportunity to fix that. You're still here to have the opportunity to do it better and do it over and do it again the next time. Instead of resenting a tough project, be grateful for the skills it helped develop. Instead of resenting the fact that they had you do something that you didn't know exactly how to do, instead of resenting the fact that they threw you to the wolves and didn't train you right, but you made it through and you figured out how to do it, be grateful for the fact that you developed the skills to do it. Be grateful for the fact that you now can do that task. You now can handle that on your own without anybody telling you how to do it. Be grateful for that. And then gratitude and communication. Go beyond thank you with specific heartfelt acknowledgments in personal and professional settings. Go beyond just saying thank you. Go beyond just saying like, "Hey, I appreciate that." Go beyond that and say, "You know what? I noticed that you do this. I noticed that you go above and beyond in this area, and I really appreciate that. I notice it. I see it. I value it." Highlight those things. Highlight those things. Feel it. So now let's talk about the ripple effect of gratitude. So the ripple effect of starting a gratitude practice, the ripple effect of gratitude is something we talked about before. It's something that came in the science of it, with people who kept a gratitude journal, with people who did things like write the gratitude letter and deliver the gratitude letter. It enhances emotional well-being. It reduces anxiety. It builds emotional resilience. Not to do this for a selfish reason. I'm not saying to express gratitude to people. I'm not saying to feel thankful for the things that you have in your life just so you can feel better about what's going on in here, but you can do it knowing that that is going to happen for you. It is going to bring better feelings. It is going to bring a better state of mind to you. It has professional benefits. It fosters collaboration, it fosters trust, and it makes for a positive work environment. It breaks that ice. A lot of times what happens is this is, like bosses, higher ups, people in management, they know how to do this shit. They know how to work a room. They know how to do that us against them mentality. They know how to put people in competition with each other. They know how to make things difficult.